the new Price is Right, Bob Barker.
Welcome to the new...
One of the most seasoned television personalities of the 20th century, Bob Barker hosted an impressive 6 game shows, including the one he's known best for, The Price is Right.
I didn't know I could get that much applause without giving away a refrigerator.
Barker fronted the franchise from 1972 to 2007, making it the longest-running daytime game show in North American TV history. And after 35 years, he hung up his hat.
You can't go on forever. And so the time has to come, and it has come for me. I feel this is the neat time to retire. 50 years on television and 35 years on The Price is Right. The show has been a huge success from the beginning and is still right up at the top.
Following the passing of his wife and high school sweetheart, Dorothy Jo, in the early 80s, Barker focused his efforts on animal activism and became a vegetarian.
I cannot imagine an instance when any elephant would prefer the company of humans to that of other elephants.
He famously fought for the removal of Lucy the elephant from an Edmonton zoo, arguing the climate conditions were unsuitable for the animal to live in.
We hope to convince them that Lucy should be released from captivity and go to live in the Paws Sanctuary in Northern California. Well, animals can't speak for themselves. They depend on us to protect them.
In his later years, Barker took on acting cameos on shows like Bold and the Beautiful.
If I had tried to do it every day, I'd probably last 2.5 days, and they'd carry me out.
But to this day, his most memorable role is playing the beloved host on one of television's most iconic game shows.
Goodbye, everybody.
Hey, this is your brother Van Silk, not in my house, but Van Silk on rumble.com and youtube.com. It's one of my favorite shows growing up as a kid. The Price is Right. Another reason why I like this show, because of the beautiful women that was on this show. Over the years, I was able to become friends with one of the Barker Beauties, Claudia Jordan, where basically her TV career got her start as being on The Price is Right. Bob Barker was 99 years old. That's a long time. Spent 8 decades on this planet. Over 6,700 episodes he hosted of The Price is Right. That's not even talking about the 18 years that he did previously on The Truth or Consequences. When Barker began holding The Price is Right, President Richard Nixon was in the White House. He remained on the show for 35 years to 2007. Barker was born in 1923, grew up in Rosebud, Indian Reservation in South Dakota, where his mother was a school teacher. But he never thought, his career would require cake makeup, the glare of camera lights, games in Plinko, and cliffhangers. He dreamed of being a pitcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. That was his dream, but he ended up going to World War II, where he was a Navy fighter, but never saw combat. But that would eventually get him a job in the radio hosting in Los Angeles that launched his career hosting Truth or Consequences, which is something that was an early show that came on back in the days, which lasted, like I said, previous 18 years. And then his role went to Price is Right, which was a great show. He had a few roles in TV, movies and TV shows like Futurama and Family Guy. And he also played himself in 1996 in Happy Gilmore with Adam Sandler. That was a funny scene, But in his career, in his lifetime, he became an animal rights activist, and he donated a large sum to various law schools to promote the study of animal rights. And each day he ended The Price is Right with the same words. This is Bob Barker reminding you, help control the pet population. Have your pet sprayed or neutered. My generation of celebrities, TV stars, game show hosts, we're losing them one by one. That's just the way the world is. But I definitely enjoy watching The Price is Right. And definitely watching door number 1, 2, or 3. If you got zonked or you walked through with the prize. But I'm going to speak good about the show. I'm going to keep the negativity out. But I definitely enjoyed the show. I enjoyed a lot of the early shows. And Bob Barker, I'd like to say thank you. You did a great job. And at the end of the day, life goes on. May you rest. Sleep well. This is Van Silk, Not in My House, on rumble.com, youtube.com. Y'all have a blessed day.